be yourself. I tell everybody, be yourself. Don't be somebody you're not. My campaign strategy is talk to people and listen to everybody. Everybody has different ideas. And I try to work with everybody's ideas. This is the truth. My dad told me that if I worked in the coal mines, he would probably just rather kill me than have to sleep in bed and worry about me at night underground, die in the coal mines.
Right.
To be a better government person, but not just doing what Fred wants to do. I try to see what everybody else wants to do. No matter what party you're in, I try to work with everybody. I expect you to let me know if I'm doing a good job or not, because I am working for the people. I'm not working for Fred, and I've said that for many, many times. We try to work great for the people, and like I said, it's a hard job where you can't make everybody happy all the time.
Welcome to the Good Government Show. I'm your host, Dave Martin. On this episode, we're meeting a true character in county government. We're traveling to Tucker County, West Virginia, and that's in northeastern West Virginia, and we're meeting with County Commissioner Fred Davis. He says he's the good commissioner. I'm putting quotes around that word, good commissioner. What that means is he's the guy who talks to folks in the county, and the people in the county, they know they can always talk to Commissioner Davis. So when you listen, you'll know he's not a polished politician, and he's in a rural county in one of the state's least populated counties. In fact, his campaign that landed him in office was a little unique, and he's going to tell you about that. But it involved lottery tickets and beer and knowing the 6,000 people that live in his county. On the serious side, he explains the challenge of running a rural county with a limited budget. And being West Virginia, we talk about coal and a future without the former big coal economy. We may not exactly agree during this part of the conversation, but it's still a good conversation. The important thing is we can disagree and we can still talk. But you'll listen and tell me what you think. So coming up, Tucker County, West Virginia County Commissioner Fred Davis. The Good Government Show is sponsored by Ourco. That means our community. Ourco has found a way to make government more effective. Ourco provides the OUR platform, and this is an app that blends in-person and digital interactions to connect people with their government, their county, their town, their state. The Ourco app transforms meaningful conversations into reliable data. They can turn results into projects and programs the community has essentially already approved. It's sort of like a flash poll by phone, but without the call and in real time and wherever community members are. Maybe they're at their house or their office or where they're out just talking about local issues. Maybe the choice is between putting in more local buses or expanding the bike lanes. Ourco can get you an answer immediately. With OUR, you can engage your citizens or any group, learn what they want, and build programs and policies that advance your county, your job creators, your constituents. So visit ourco.com, that's OURCO.com, and learn how they do it. And while you're there, book a demonstration. Welcome to the Good Government Show. We are here at the Rural Action Caucus in the Greenbrier Resort in West Virginia, and we've got a West Virginia County Commissioner with us. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome
for having me.
So you don't often get to meet characters, true characters in government, in county government, and you have certainly been described as that. And then you told me a little bit about how you got elected. Now, I understand that there were lottery tickets and beers involved in your quest to become a county commissioner the first time out.
Yes. I decided the lottery was bigger than ever.
Yeah.
And I went and stood at the door and stood there and gave out my name cards.
Yeah.
Everybody was in line at this convenience store, so I gave 300 cards out that night. I gave almost all of them out at one, then I went up 14 miles into my hometown, finished giving out the other ones.
Okay. And that got you elected?
That helped a lot, yes.
Okay. And you were at a convenience store drinking beers and handing out lottery tickets?
Yes.
Or handing out cards?
Yep, handing out cards, standing there with everybody. It was really fun.
Now, did you buy a lottery ticket?
I don't think I did.
You didn't?
No, I don't think I did.
So that was your first election?
That was the first election ever. Didn't have a clue what I was doing, and I didn't lie to people, and I enjoyed it and went right into it head over heels and And there I am. Here I am today.
Now, unfortunately we've jumped into the story before we introduced you. Just tell the folks who you are, where you're from, what your title is, and what you're doing.
My name's Fred Davis. I'm from Thomas, West Virginia. I'm a county commissioner in Tucker County. There's 3 of us.
Tucker County. Yep. Where is Tucker County?
Tucker County's there in West Virginia, up the northeast side of West Virginia up there. Okay. And we're about 3,400 feet in elevation there. So
okay, you're up in the mountains?
Yeah, in the mountains, and I have 2 ski areas and a cross-country ski area. Okay. And a 2 park and the biggest sled run on the East Coast.
The biggest sled run?
Yeah, riding sleds down the hill. Have you done it? Yes, I've done it.
How long does it feel like you're on a sled forever?
Yeah, we go pretty fast. My son put it on the GPS on our phones to see how fast we come off the hill.
And?
We went I think we went over 35 mile an hour a couple of times, and even faster. And
oh my,
that scared me, so had to shut her down.
I wonder how fast they go on the bobsled or something like that.
Oh, probably, they would go a lot faster.
Probably a lot faster, right?
Yes, sir.
So, do you recommend now when you were giving out your cards and you were drinking beers, were you passing out beers as well?
No beers. No.
You keep that for yourself.
Yeah, no beers.
All right. Now, do you recommend this as a way to get reelected?
Go to the lottery machines. Go everywhere that someone would expect you to be. Go there.
Yeah,
and that's what I recommend as a saying. You want to reelected anything, you go anywhere and talk to everybody, and you go to every brewery, restaurant, church. You go everywhere and you talk to people, and the main thing is go to where a lot of people is. Right. You get out there faster and you can talk to people. Like doing parades, most of the time I walk through the parade instead of going in the parade and giving out my card where I can talk to people.
Don't you want to sit in the back of a convertible and wave to the crowd?
I do that since I won. So when I was running, I did the walking part.
All right.
Yes.
So now you're in the parade. How many times have you been elected?
I just been one. I ran one time and just won.
Okay.
And
how far into your term are you?
This is the end of my 5th year. So starting in January, I will sign up and run again for another 6 years.
All right. Now, have you got a campaign strategy?
Just be yourself. I tell everybody, be yourself. Don't be somebody you're not. My campaign strategy is talk to people and listen to everybody. Everybody has different ideas. And I'll try to work with everybody's ideas.
So why do they call you a character around these parts?
I'm a little crazy. I'll talk outside the line most of the time.
Okay.
We'll be talking. I'll talk to you about anything.
All right.
And it's just we have. I'm a jokester and I have a good time with life.
All right. And how does that go over at the county commission meetings?
It does good. One time, one meeting, I remember I said, I call this place the ghettos this girl was from.
Yeah.
Everybody's going, shh. I said, I'm just talking. That's what we do call that area.
Yeah.
And just tell how it is and just move on. I'm the commissioner they come to and they like to talk to me because I'll talk to anybody about any problem and it makes it good. By the time they talk to me and I'm a jokester about most things and we'll talk about serious about things. We got to be serious and it don't have to go no farther. Usually we never bring it to a meeting because we take care of it before the meeting.
All right. I think you said we were talking earlier that you're the good commissioner.
Yeah, that's what I say. Well, they call me the good commissioner. I'm the one they talk to. And then we had the businessman, my other partner, that he's the money man that I'm glad he does. Okay. The other guy, he's the building man. He does all the infrastructure and the building part of it. We all have our qualifications. We do very well. And I'm the ones out in the public all the time talking to people. That's why, like you said, I'm the character. That's why I'm the people person.
You're the people person.
Yeah.
What's your background before you became a county commissioner?
I worked in the city of Thomas as the water and sewer, and did that kind of maintenance work in the city. Did all that kind of work. And picked up trash 4 hours a week. And I would never want to be a trash man every day because that's hard work, especially where I live. It's cold picking it up.
It's hard work?
Oh, yeah.
So you don't want to do any hard work. So county commissioner is fine?
Yeah, I retired from the city and became a full-time commissioner. And I like the commission better. Yes. Today it's cold. I can go in the office.
All right. It's indoor work, no heavy lifting, and doesn't smell bad, I bet.
No, it don't smell bad.
All right. So what's going on in Tucker County? What are the issues that you're dealing with there?
The biggest thing that is like we have an EMS and our fire services. And we only have 6,000 people, right at 6,000 people in our county.
So you are a rural county.
Yes, we're very rural. And
do you know all 6,000 people?
I know. I can promise you, probably. Yes, I do.
Do they all know you?
Yes, they know me very well.
All right.
And
do you give out your cell phone number, your phone number?
Yes,
everything?
I give it to everybody. I give that card I gave you to whoever wants it. They know me.
So I can find you anytime now.
Oh yeah, everybody. They know. I came out of my house before and had 3 people meet me coming down my road to talk to me, so they know where to find me.
All right.
But to bring back, like you saying, what to bring people to Tucker County, you were saying?
Well, I was just wondering, what are the issues? What are the challenges?
Oh, the issues. I'm sorry.
That's
yes,
okay.
sir.
That's why I'm here, to keep you on track.
Yeah, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. I'm here to help.
Yeah, and the issues is, like I was telling you about the 6,000 people. We have over 1 million guests a year that come in from the D.C., Virginia.
1 million guests.
Over 1 million guests a year come into our county. And what goes on?
Do they all stop by your house?
No, thank God, no. They stop in my town, Thomas, West Virginia. Trust me, they stop at Thomas and Davis.
Okay.
But what happens is we have a lot of people come there and don't know how to drive in the weather we have.
Okay.
Where there's a lot of hiking and biking and skiing, and there's a lot of accidents. And a lot of people get hurt there, and say, like, your mom would get hurt, a local person there, and the ambulance come and take them. But if they have a call to go out in the middle of the woods to get somebody, your mom, as a local person, doesn't get picked up because we don't have the funds to keep running them. More ambulances, because we're looking for more funding for the emergency services to get better pay, more equipment, because we're in a rural area. We don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we've been asking the governments and stuff like that for more money to fund us to help. This happened about less than a month ago in our area. A guy in our wilderness up in the woods got stuck for like a day and a half out in the woods, and the fire department, the guy slept with him beside a river.
Yeah.
We couldn't get into him. So they had to bring helicopters in to get this fella, to get him out. And then 4 days later, they had another one they had to bring a helicopter in and get out, because they get up there and we don't have the funding. And it makes it really tough on us as a small rural area to support everything we really need for 1 million people when you have 6,000 people. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, how do you handle that? I mean, when you've got a budget for 6,000, but there's actually 1 million, right?
Yes, sir. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So what we do, where our EMS and our fire departments and our county government people and really a lot of local people work very hard together to get people taken care of. They go beyond their duties to take care of people, really do. And we take it to heart, on that stuff. We really, it's crazy out there. And the weekends, we have a little town, Thomas and Davis. There's 2-lane highways come through. Okay. And the streets are so narrow that you park on both sides of the road, you can't hardly get through a town. It's packed all the time.
Thomas and Davis. You're Davis. Are you?
I'm from Thomas, but my last name is Davis.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm sorry. Is that 2 separate towns?
Yes,
Thomas
sir.
And Davis?
2 miles apart.
Okay.
They're split there. Yes.
Are you related to the Davis, the founder?
That's what everybody's asked me a million times. No.
No, you're not.
Not that I know of.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So how do you budget for that? How do you plan for that?
Well, we do get some hotel motel tax money that we got split between all of our people out of them that come.
So the county gets a little, the cities gets a little.
Yeah, so we try to split it up between the recreational part of our community centers, our rec, our fire departments, EMS. We try to help all them, and with that money, so it's split up. We get about $500,000 a year that we get.
We'll leave that to the money commissioner.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Mike, if he hears this, he would say, yeah. But what it is, but when a fire truck costs $750,000 without nothing on it, and to suit one fireman costs $14,000, takes a lot of money to run a rural fire department. We have 4 of them in our county.
Okay.
So it makes it really tough for us.
You mentioned, when we were talking before we turned the mics on, you have the first windmill in West Virginia.
Yes, sir. We have. They came to, when I was a lot younger, they brought them in here. I forget. I was working at the landfill then, and they came there and they started putting windmills up on Backbone Mountain.
I'm sorry, where?
On Backbone Mountain. It's It's out there on the mountain between Parsons and Thomas in our county.
You're in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, we're up there.
We're Appalachia. You're there.
Yes.
Okay.
So they spread them ugly windmills, and I'll say they're ugly. I'm against them 100%. They put them all the way across across that mountains.
Yeah. Why are you against them?
I just they take the beauty away from our mountains.
So just
beautiful.
So just scenic is
scenic. It's beautiful, and they're taking away our beautiful land.
What about the power they provide?
I think it. You want my true feeling right there.
I think we're having a conversation.
I think the wind power is I won't have nothing to back it, but I say it's a joke. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because my family is all coal miners, and I like the coal-powered stuff.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. I mean, one of the problems they have in West Virginia now is this state was largely based on a coal economy, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
And that's changed.
Yes.
So what are the things that you're doing in Tucker County to, replace all those coal dollars and coal jobs?
Well, now it goes to most of it. We have one coal mines left.
Yeah.
But that's one, and we used to have 3 underground coal mines and like.
But
4
that
or
means
5
your coal severance, the money that the county gets from the percentage that you get from the coal that's extracted, that's gone way down.
Yeah, we don't get none now, very little, because the mines we do have goes through another county, and they're getting their coal when they go underground. It's digging under another county, put it on our ground. We get nothing.
Wow, really?
That's sad. Yes, sir.
So they dig underground, dig into your county, and you don't get it.
So we have a charcoal plant that a lot of our people work at, and a power plant.
All right.
And most of the other people's tourists, or they work in union carpentry and mechanic workers, stuff like that.
Are the tourist dollars, do they come close to matching what the coal dollars were?
There's no way.
Yeah.
When the coal mines was up and running and doing things, our town was booming.
Yeah.
We had booming towns. We had coal mines, and we had a lot of lumber mills back in the day when I was younger and stuff. Right now we have 6,000 people and only one high school. Back in the day, like the little Walton schools, we had like 56 or 70 some schools like that back in the day in Tucker County. We had that many. The many people in Tucker County now used to go to school in Tucker County.
Okay.
So when all that left.
Do you know what the population was at its height?
Then... Oh man, I had that written. No, I can't remember.
Was it double or triple?
Oh yeah, it was triple.
It was.
Yeah, very
triple?
much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why not put a few windmills up and provide wind jobs and economic power?
Right now,
and cheap electricity.
The windmills now have they hire maybe 4 people.
Okay.
Up there, in the coal mines, they hired hundreds of people, maybe thousands.
But the coal's not coming back. So you got to do something, right?
That's sad to say, but yes. It is. You're right.
Well, did you work in the coal mines?
No,
Why not?
All right. Then why not? This is the truth. My dad told me that if I worked in the coal mines, he would probably just rather kill me than have to sleep in bed and worry about me at night underground. Die in the coal mines.
Right. All right.
He said, and I was talking to you last night about it.
Yeah, you had a lot of family that works in the mines.
Yeah, and I lost 4 cousins altogether. One down in, I think it was Nebraska. He was real young. And then I lost 3 at the Upper Big Branch down in the southern part of the state. All 3 cousins of mine died. And my dad and my uncle, they were destroyed over that. Them guys in that mines happened. So,
well, I would think you'd be the first guy in line to come up with anything other than coal mine jobs.
I know. I know exactly what you're saying.
And you never worked in the mines?
Never worked in the coal. I was security guard at the coal mines, but I got the...
So you stood up right by the front door? Huh?
Yeah, and that was a hard job. You security guard at the union coal mines, if they were going on strike or whatever, look out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it was all good.
What things has the county actively done to create new economies that are non-coal?
But the county has done.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about tourism a little bit.
Yeah, and
is there a lot of like trails and RV park trails and
they are like I said about that sled run. That's all new in our area.
Okay.
Yeah, and Timberline ski area came in bought by a group out of Indiana called Perfect North. They hire a lot of people, and that gives a lot of jobs.
All right. So there's stuff going on.
Yeah.
So what you mentioned, outdoors, and you talked about the skiing. What else do people come to Tucker County for?
A lot of biking. On like a Thursday night, they call it the Thursday night ride. They come into Davis on bikes, probably 70 to 100 bicyclers, cross-country bikers. They go out and mountain bike. Don't matter how cold, whatever. They go out and they do the mountain bike racing, riding, not a race. They go out and ride. if you like to do a lot of hiking in our area and the great overlooks in our parks, and then the scenic overlooks going up and down Backbone Mountain, and we have great rivers down in St. George and Parsons area that people like to whitewater raft down through Parsons, St. George area. And
so what's your activity? What do you do?
what do I do?
Yes.
I used to coach for activity.
Okay.
Now I'm being a
What'd you
commissioner.
coach?
Now, basketball for
Okay.
30-some years, and I
Oh, wow.
love that.
All right.
Yeah. And the activity I like the most is hunting. I like to go hunting and do things like that.
All right. What are you trapping? What are you catching?
Back in 95, I killed the second biggest black bear in the world there between Thomas and Davis.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
And I killed a lot of deer and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. And I like taking kids to do that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like taking people
I'm
out.
not a hunter, but I know people do it.
And
What'd you do
fish.
with the bear?
I had it mounted into a big rug.
You did?
Yes, sir.
And that's in your home now?
Yeah, my dad's, and
You're going to have to send me that picture later.
well,
We'll talk.
I'll send you that picture. But
Good.
the bear rug was in my dad's on a bed,
All right.
and some people broke into my dad and mom's house and stole it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, about less than a year after we had it done.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, it's awful. And I would know if I ever seen it. There's a thing on the thing straight
You'll,
up, and I know where it is. Yes.
You keep your eye out for it?
Oh, everywhere I go.
All right. So this is the Good Government Show, and we have a questionnaire. And now that you're a county commissioner, I do have a question, though. Does picking up garbage, does that prepare you to be a county commissioner?
It just shows you that I'll do anything to make $1 and I will work. And it helps. It shows you that you're not better than nobody else. This trash is not, it's everybody's job. It just don't show you that that's too good of a job for me. I wouldn't do that. So
Okay.
I would do it.
All right. And do people love the fact that the guy who used to run the sanitation garage now is the county commissioner?
And to let you know, I still do it every Tuesday for 4 hours to help my city out. I still
do?
go out and help the guys.
You
Yes.
do?
Yes, sir.
You still go down?
Yes, sir.
And people see you there taking
They
their...
blow their horn and wave at me. Yeah. Yelling out the window at me. Yes, sir.
So they know you're on the job.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, so you have a sort of a unique role in that you worked for the county and the city.
Yes.
For, I don't know if we can call it a city, Johnson, the town.
Yeah.
And you're a county commissioner. From where you sit, from your experience, define what good government is.
Good government is, to me, was like going and listen. To be a good government person, what I think would be is listen to everybody's thing, right or wrong, working for the good, trying to do what's right for people in the government, because some of the choices we got to make is hard sometimes.
Yeah.
And it just, I make a lot of choices that, sometimes are hard in the government.
Right.
And it just keeps you going. But I go talk to people first. If I know it's coming up what we're doing, and try to get the feedback to be a better government person by not just doing what Fred wants to do. I try to see what everybody else wants to do. No matter what party you're in, I try to work with everybody.
So how do you know if you're doing a good job?
Being a county commissioner, they'll let you know very quick. Your phone will ring off the hook. Like I said earlier, if three people wait on you coming down the road, something's up. When people chases you in grocery stores and all that.
Does that make it hard to go to the grocery store or sit
It's
in a bar?
like this. If we're in,
or go to the convenience store and get a 6-pack of beer?
Here's my wife's theory. She goes, if we're in a hurry, Fred's not allowed to go to the store and get a loaf of bread. Yeah, because a loaf of bread take an hour talking to people about government. Yes.
All right. But you talk to them all.
Oh, I talk to everybody. Yes.
Okay. So how do the people of Tucker County, how would you like them? How should they know if they're getting good government, and how should they hold you accountable to be a good county commissioner?
Well, like they come and find you. They need to call me.
Yeah.
Come to our meetings more. They need to show up and be more involved.
I won't read your number out,
Oh, yeah, yes. Give me a yell anytime, really.
Okay.
And it's just, I expect you to let me know if I'm doing a good job or not, because I am working for the people, and I'm not working for Fred. And I've said that for many, many times. And that's why they say I'm a good commissioner.
You're the good commissioner.
Yeah. And they said they just like me because I do like listen to people. And the commission I work with now, all three of us really listen to what people have to say when they come to us and say, hey, So we try to work great for the people. And like I said, it's a hard job where you can't make everybody happy all the time.
So if people feel like you're not doing what they want you to do, or the other commissioners aren't doing the right thing, what should they do? What would you like them to do?
They need to come to the meetings and express their concerns to us, or even call us or come and see us. But come to our meetings in the public open meeting and put their concerns out there, because they'll be put in the newspaper. And if people doesn't see that we're working for them, then they can make a change, or they can question us on our job.
Do they show up?
Yeah, they do show up.
Do you have good response at the meetings? Do you have good crowds?
Yeah, we've had full houses, and we're down to 2 people show up. We've had full houses. So,
and I'm sure part of the thrill is to see what you're going to say and do.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's all good. And
you're quite a character. Have you done anything non-commissioner-like at a meeting?
No, not really. I'll wait till after it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Does everybody just go off to the bar next door and
or go to McDonald's out the door? We go to McDonald's.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Now that you've been county commissioner for a few years, you said this is 3 years into your term?
Yeah, 5.
5 years into your term. Sorry. So it's a 6-year term?
Yes, 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in these 5 years, what would you like people to know about how government works from the inside? What have you learned that you didn't know before you were in the county commission?
There's a lot of things that when I ran, I thought I could do, you can't do. There's different things.
Like what?
Well, like with money, certain people come say, we want this money off you and this money. Well, we're not, where hands are tied to where we're allowed to give monies and where we can't, where a lot of people think you can just do anything in our hand. Everybody has a boss in this world, even being the commissioner. You know what I'm saying? There's always someone telling you what you're allowed to do with this money or do with that money. You know? So, yeah.
So that was a big learning curve.
Yeah, because I said, well, I'll sure do that. No, we can't do that. Different things.
Is it frustrating?
Oh, yeah. When you can't help somebody, it is. Yes.
Now that you're inside, do you sort of agree with folks when they say, oh, you can't do that? Or do you disagree?
I really disagree. I like to help them more,
Yeah.
Some of the stuff is little penny stuff, that you can really help, but no, you can't do it, and that really upsets me.
Okay. So do you have a political hero? Is there someone that inspired you to get into politics?
My daughter.
Your daughter.
My oldest daughter.
Your oldest daughter.
Yes.
Is she the one that got you to hand out cards in the line for lotto tickets?
Yeah, she was she was my campaign manager. She was my biggest supporter ever. And
is she the one that said, Dad, you should run for county commission?
Yes, sir.
Why did she say that? Why did she think that'd be a good fit?
Because I always was going to run for sheriff. She said, you don't need to be sheriff. You need to just run for county commissioner. I said, okay, I'll do that. I didn't know what I was getting into. And then I got into it and I paid attention for about a year of it and watched what went on. And I said, I'm going to do this.
Okay. And you abandoned your run for sheriff.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I abandoned the ship on the sheriff.
All right. And the current sheriff, I'm sure you know him very well.
Oh, they're good guys. Yeah.
Do you wish you had that job, or are you glad you didn't take it?
I'm glad he hasn't, not me. Yeah.
So, did you grow up in Tucker County?
58 years I've been in Tucker County.
Yeah.
In Thomas.
That's where you lived your whole life.
Yes.
Did you have any interest in being a politician when you were a kid? Were you president of the senior class? Did you decide you wanted to go to Washington? Anything like that?
No, I never was nobody in school. I played sports in school.
Yeah.
I was all about sports when I went to school. No,
what'd you play?
Me, my best sport was I was a good wrestler.
Yeah.
And then I played football too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you a running back? What'd you play?
On the line.
Oh, okay.
I was a lineman.
Yep, me too. Right.
I had to play line.
Yep. All right. We talked about this a little bit. So this is my second trip to West Virginia. I have never been to Tucker County. I'm going to meet up with you. We're going to have a few beers and we're going to have some food. What are we eating? Where are we going? What are we doing?
Well, you said you don't want pizza because you're from Brooklyn.
I live in Brooklyn, so
it's I said, well, we go to Hellbender's Burrito in David. They're close to me. Hellbender's Burrito. Yep. Okay. And then we have
we're having burritos.
Yes.
All right.
And then we can go to McDonald's in Parsons.
No, we're not going to McDonald's.
We got two good.
They're all the same everywhere.
Yes.
I want some regional West Virginia food.
We have a place called Billy's restaurant, and then we had
what does Billy's make?
Home cooked meals.
Okay. What's your favorite thing on their menu?
club sandwiches.
Okay.
Then we had the they call it the Grand Slam Diner down there.
All right.
They do great wings. I love their wings and their burgers.
All right.
Down at there, and they're really good.
Anything in Tucker County that you don't find in other places?
You don't find in other places.
Some real West Virginia food, some real like local cuisine.
Well, the Ciarrone's Pizza, I know.
All right, go ahead.
But
Tell
the
me about
Ciarrone's Pizza in Davis, and then there's they do a great job that people love to come to the restaurant in there. And then you have there's a little inn down there in Davis. I'm forgetting his name real quick here, but it's a little bed and breakfast right down the street from there that does a real good. People love going there to have their breakfast in the morning.
All right. Okay. Biscuits and gravy?
Bits and gravy. That's what you food.
That's what I love when I'm in the South.
We have 2 smokehouse steakhouses. One's in Canaan and one in Blackwater State Park.
All right.
They do very good.
Good barbecue?
Yeah. And there's a new restaurant you would love.
All right.
It's called the Billy's Motel in Davis.
The Billy's Motel in
Billy's
Davis.
Motel, yes.
This does not sound like a restaurant.
Yeah, Billy's. This place is packed a lot too.
Yeah.
We have good food in our county because they hike and they bike, they get tired and they're hungry. They come there, eat and they drink and they enjoy it.
This is a podcast, but I should add, neither one of us are small guys. So.
Oh, yeah, we're not small. And then I want to tell you this to bring it up. We have a Stumptown Ales that makes their own brewery.
Okay.
And then the Mountain State Brewery that does their homemade brews and pizza there in Thomas. And Stumptown is in Davis. Do you know why they would call it Stumptown Ales in Davis?
I have no idea.
I learned this. And I said, why do they call it that? Well, Davis, one time, you seen pictures of the old days, all you seen was stumps all over the town. They weren't a tree.
Because of the logging industry.
Yeah, they were all stumps. So they made it called Stumptown Ales. And I thought that was pretty cool.
All right. So 5 years in, give me an example of a good government project you've been able to do that's really made a difference and helped the folks in Tucker.
I focus a lot of my work, like making sure that our fire and EMSs have money.
Okay.
And our recreational and our community centers and our little shelters and stuff like that always have money because that was on my boards. We all have different boards, and that's what I help do a lot of. I'm proud to say that our county is really laid back, good bunch of people, and it makes it simpler to do my job, really. Yeah. And like I said, on my parts, and keeping us financially straight in our county, being part of that, I'm very proud of.
Well, that's Mike's job, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Mike, yeah, I always say that, Mike.
Let's give Mike a little notice. Mike, what's Mike's last name?
Rosenauer.
Mike Rosenauer.
Yep.
And he's your other county commissioner.
Yep.
And he's the money guy.
Yep. And then Tim Knotts is our other fella that he's part of helps a lot with the EMS and do all the construction part of it because he's a construction man.
Okay.
And we all three work great together, and we call ourselves a team. The people we got around us does a great job.
That's good. All right. So as I said, my second trip to West Virginia. Tell me the best thing about West Virginia.
When I go on vacation, I stay in West Virginia. Everybody laughs at me like you're doing, but I love it here, especially in Tucker County. I love it. I used to go on vacation. Where are you going? I said, where else to go? If I wanted to go somewhere else, I'd live there. Yeah. So, but West Virginia is totally awesome. They got a lot to offer. It does. We have a little of everything in this state.
Come up to Brooklyn. We'll have a pizza.
Now, I would love to come to Brooklyn and have pizza. Now, you get a hillbilly in Brooklyn. Now, that would be funny.
That would.
They would not. Nah.
That would be funny. Freddie Davis, Tucker County Commissioner, thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure talking with you, and it's fantastic meeting you.
Yes, enjoying meeting you. This has been a fun 3 days, and we've had a good time here.
Yes, we have. Yes. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What is it that county government does? That's the question county commissioners get asked the most. And the simple answer is everything. On the Good Government Show, we're so lucky to have talked with so many county commissioners and other county officials that have shown us how effective county government is. County government dates back to, get this, 1634, making it one of the oldest forms of government in the United States. Think about it. Roads, highways, hospitals, schools, recycling, law enforcement, water, sewers, and most of the county, those services are maintained by the county. That's county government. The National Association of Counties represents all 3,069 counties across the USA. NACo helps county government work better together through things like sharing best practices. When county government works well, that's just good government. There's no question that West Virginia is moving towards becoming an outdoor mecca. With ATV trails, a new national park, and sledding trails, it's looking forward to a future of welcoming guests to Tucker County. So Fred Davis, he's a character, right? I told you. But I'll say this, he's genuine and he cares about his home, and best of all, he's willing to listen. So I guess that does indeed make him a good commissioner, and that's just another example of good government. Well, that's our show. Please like us and share us with your friends and review us right here where you're listening. And check out our website, goodgovernmentshow.com, for extras. Join us again for another episode of The Good Government Show. And while you're listening to podcasts, if you like what we're doing here at The Good Government Show, check out our friends at How to Really Run a City podcast. It's hosted by a couple of smart, hilarious, and outspoken former two-term mayors, Atlanta's Kasim Reed and Philadelphia's Mayor Michael Nutter. Each episode features a different A-list guest sharing their secrets about how to really get stuff done in these urban laboratories we call cities. Check out How to Really Run a City, brought to you by the nonprofit Philadelphia Citizens and co-hosted by award-winning journalist and author Larry Platt. So that's wherever you get your podcasts and at the philadelphiacitizen.org/podcast. So thanks for listening. I'm Dave Martin, and this is The Good Government Show. The Good Government Show is a Valley Park production. Jim Ludlow, Dave Martin, that's me, and David Snyder are the executive producers. Our show is edited and produced by Jason Stershic. Please subscribe, then share us, and like us and review us. That's the best way to make sure we're able to keep telling these stories of our government working for all of us. Then listen to the next episode of The Good Government Show.